Alright guys, I'm going to start off by breaking down an absolutely ridiculous formation in the single back ace close from the Texans book. Now this formation just has amazing plays left and right, guys. First play I'm going to look at is going to be Texans drag. I mean, you want a man beater, a man bump beater, this is your play. Alright guys, so starting off, got a little man blitz going on here. And the great thing about this play is it pretty much will work to either side you want to go to. What I typically do here is I'm going to typically go ahead and put A on a slant out, and I'm going to make sure that this corner out is on the long side or the wide side of the field and the running back is going to the short side. Now there's a couple different ways I set this up. But against any man, D, I do this and I motion X out to the sideline. See how he gets that quick cut in, and then I just throw a bullet pass and he leads his defender. Just right over the middle field, he just absolutely leaves him. Now this will work against man bump or man no bump. Here we want against the bump, so you guys can see how much of a legit unbumpable route this is. And he's just gone. I mean that can be a touchdown really quickly. And the great thing is, you can do it to either side of the field, flip this joint if you want to. You know, if they start to just sit on one side of the field, just motion them out 2 or 3 steps, boom, and we're out. Alright, now, as far as a zone D goes, we can get several different ways to flood zone, guys, here. Alright, the first way is, I'm going to go ahead, we're going to streak X and put A on a slant out. Alright, that's going to give us a simple flood on the sideline for the slant out, flat, drag, and that's what you want to have on the short side of the field. So, we hit him, we just read the defender. We could have went to the flats, but the slant out's going to be open for a bigger gain. Boom. Also, this guy's going to break open, so is the drag route eventually. Now, another thing you can do, guys, if that's not enough against zone, we'll go to cover 3 this time, is we have another setup. I mean, it never ends. And with this setup, basically all we're going to do here is motion, and this can be done to either side of the field, the wide or short side. We're going to motion B out and snap the ball right before he sets. And as he comes back over the middle of the field, the defender, if there is a defender in the flats or purple zone, yellow zone, whatever, he's going to go and check the running back. See how he jumps down at the running back, effectively leaving this guy wide open in this void. Now this is a very unique zone beating concept. Not many plays are able to beat it like this. Most people are looking to the sidelines, not coming back over the middle. And he's just in that void here, boom, another nice game. So I mean guys, you see this play is just absolutely, just unbelievable. And that's just the first of many plays we got from the ace close. Alright, next play we're going to look at is going to be bench. Bench is pretty much a really easy play to get your manual catch on. This works against pretty much any type of zone. Basically all we're going to do is streak the tight ends and block the running back. The corner routes this year, see here, I mean, just a simple throw and catch. The corner routes can't be smart routed, but you can still get your user catch on against zone or 1v1 man coverage with the corner routes. Here we didn't get any crazy animation, but they're just in the void, an easy click on user catch. A lot of times you can still get the face throw animation from last year, but you don't always have to. Now the only adjustment I would make here is if they're in man, you want to leave the tight ends on the quick out routes because the quick out routes are going to be open. And if they drop down and leave your corner routes 1v1, then once again you can user catch them very easily. So the last passing play I really use is going to be PA crosses. Again, this is another great man and zone beater. This is another unique way to beat zone. The best way I like to set this up is block the running back to the right. We already got the delayed tight end route to the left, so he's going to provide us some protection before going out. And then streak A. You can motion out B to kind of give the impression that we're going to hit him back over the middle. But really what we're looking to do is hit X as he comes over the middle of the field. You see what happens is the deep safety coverage gets taken by the tight end. The zones over the middle are, with nothing deep behind them initially on the right side of the field, they're not going to go back up. They're not going to back up since nothing's behind them. That's an adjustment EA made this year. If there's nothing behind the purple zones, they'll stay shallow. So, with that said, this guy is just coming wide open behind us. Just absolutely, there's no one in the area here. That's an easy throw and catch, guys. Then over here, notice how when this route's coming over, you got the delayed flat route leaking at the last second, which takes this defender out, which will leave this man open once he crosses the middle of the field on the sideline. And if they're in man coverage, oh my goodness, if they're in man coverage, this play again, you will do the same setup for the most part. These crossing routes are ridiculous. Again, you can do the quick motion, quick pass, or you can wait till they come over the middle of the field. So, again, we didn't even bump there, and he still got that crazy good separation. So, you see here, this formation is just off the chain. The run game for this formation is decent. I'd say it's not anything amazing, but the stretch and the toss are pretty solid. Or the sweep, I guess you would say. The stretch, you can use that for pretty much any type of D. You can motion this guy over if it's zoned to give you the extra blocker, get to the outside. You see here the run game is pretty solid. It's not amazing, but we can make do with it. That actually was a really good run though, so maybe, it's better than I give it credit for, but you know me, guys, I like to sling the rock around like there's no tomorrow. But, alright, if you catch them in a man-to-man blitz scenario, like here, or even just a man-to-man scenario, they don't even have to be blitzing. So, if they're just in man, they don't have to be blitzing, but blitzing just makes it worse. You want to run the toss to whatever the wide side is, go ahead and motion the guy on this side will run to the toss opposite side, hike the ball, and the linebacker just shot him free. That shouldn't happen very often at all. That was kind of a fluke more than anything. Yeah, that should be what happens more times than not. You should be able to get the corner. You should be able to get more yardage than I just got there. It's not as good as the strong close toss by any means, but it's a good surprise toss to throw in there when the D's not expecting it. But the stretch, that's a very good run play in itself, and it's more consistent. The toss can be your big play, run, but sometimes, as you saw there, you won't get that much yardage, but it's good to know. So that aceclose formation is deadly, and it's definitely going to be a formation we focus on in this playbook.